Okay, so hello guys. Hold on a second. Okay, so hello guys. Um, alright, we're back. So this is just a little battle in Shogun 2 Fall of the Samurai, and I basically just wanted to test a few things regarding uh, regarding just general tactics of more modern warfare in Total War, uh, because um yeah, I guess. I don't know. I just wanted to see. What we have here is a custom battle, and on this lovely map. Now, what I was surprised about this map is how long it is. It is more of a uh, like if you take a look at the Armstrong guns, they have 550 range. Now, obviously, I can't click on them because I'm spectating. But 550 range, and that would come to about over here-ish, I think, or somewhere like that over here. And that's not even half the map. So I'm pretty sure this map is like 1 kilometer in length at least, and that's pretty big. I mean, I was actually pretty impressed the first time I saw and I fought the battle, because in Total War Warhammer 2 and um, Warhammer 1, you don't get maps this big. You don't get maps this big. You might get half of the map really, which it's alright. I mean, the artillery in that game also has fairly low range, 300, 400. The longest range you can have is the Hellstorm rocket batteries with the Empire, which have 480 range. I'm assuming it's in meters, because international system. But these have 550, and like I said, it doesn't even covers half the map. Now, obviously, um, it covers more than half in this scenario because I did place them in front, but if I place them in the back, it didn't reach that far. So, I mean, as we could see just from this one map, it is possible to go bigger with Total War, with bigger maps, which would make for longer fights. I mean, we could definitely ramp up the guns for 1,000 meters and more advanced weaponry of that time, because I'm talking about the entire Victorian era, not just Fall of the Samurai, but the entire 19th century essentially, up until the dawn of the 20th century, pretty much World War One and stuff like that. So we can definitely see how these battle would work. And second of all, this is pretty much the only expansion or the only kind of Total War game that allows you to get up to 200 unit size, 200 men per unit, which is crazy because in the later titles you can only go up to 160. And it's been 160 on Ultra for a lot of times. I think from Rome or from Medieval 2, and we're still having 160 units, but in here you have 200. So, they decided to ramp it up a bit. Now, for Three Kingdoms, they did add an extreme unit size, which is going to bring it up to 240, I think. So, that's going to be pretty nice that they finally decided to, increase the unit sizes. But nevertheless, Fall of the Samurai already had this, already took a step in the right direction with the increased unit sizes. So, yeah, I think I'll get into the battle and just leave the Victorian era for another time. What we have here is essentially my army. We have, I think, almost 3 gun batteries. A gun battery is about 6 guns, and we have 16, so almost 3 batteries of parrot guns. No, not parrot guns, Armstrong guns, sorry. These guns are pretty good. They're rifled, breech loading, so they fire fast, they're fairly accurate, got a big, long range. Just another little side note, the actual range on these were like 3,000 meters or something like that. Wait, is it? No, it's way more than 3,000. It was 6,000 or something. Anyways, I know that it's 5.5 times less than in real life. So even then, like I said, if we want to do a Victorian era Total War, we can just look at Fall of the Samurai and have sort of a reference to the real world and to the game world, and adjust the values of ranges um, and other stuff like that. Anyways, so we have, like I said, almost 3 gun batteries. We have 1 regiment over here of line infantry. So these are 1,000 men. So that makes 1 regiment essentially. In total, I think there are 15 battalions of line infantry in total. A battalion is 300 to 800 men. So I'd say about 2 line infantry, 3 line infantry make up a battalion. So this is the 1st regiment right here, taking up the left flank of our side. We have the 2nd regiment here, another 1,000 men over here, and then we have a 3rd regiment here in reserve. So those are again another 1,000 men. So you can see already here we have 3,000 men on this battle. After that, we have 1 battalion of cavalry. So these are 400 men right here. So this is 1 battalion of saber cavalry. And finally, we have our brigadier general right here, because this entire thing would make up a brigade, I guess. It's not quite a division. The division is at least like 10,000 men, but it just gives you an idea of how the military structure is organized. So we have 3 regiments, 1 cavalry battalion, and 3 gun batteries, almost 3 gun batteries. So let's look at our opponent. Obviously, I didn't edit the AI, just let it how it is by default. And as you can see, they have less units, but they're more high quality. Like these guys, the Shogun infantry, which are more high quality. They also have, I think, 2 batteries of parrot guns. So once again, you can see there's 2 right here, and I'm pretty sure I saw another 3rd unit. There you go. So those are another. So in total, that's 12. So like I said, the batteries 6 guns. That makes 2 batteries of parrot guns. And it's kind of hard to see exactly what they have. I'm assuming they have about 2 regiments of infantry, mixed infantry, line infantry, and shogunate infantry, and about a battalion of cavalry as well, with shogunate guard, saber cavalry, revolver cavalry. It makes about a battalion, I guess. So, like I said, they have less men, but their men are better. Alright, so let's start this battle. So, well, the AI is kind of stupid, as it usually is, so it's just gonna rush its cavalry. That's fine. And we're gonna start moving our 2 regiments, just moving them. We can actually see the ranges of these Armstrong guns. As you see, they're over here. And I really love this map. It's very flat, so it makes for artillery. It gets a lot of kills. Anyways, let's start. So as I said, I move up my 2 regiments first. And the AI kind of moves its cavalry. Very aggressive with the cavalry there. It deploys its parrot guns. And I think my parrot guns might start firing soon. Yep, there you go. So they start firing upon the cavalry. Their parrot guns also start firing on my infantry. I see 1 shot from 1 parrot gun. That was only 1 shot, and it already took 15 men out. So artillery is the king of the battlefield, like Napoleon would say. Does just so much damage. Alright, so here I start running my troops because I see that their cavalry is going to come towards me, so I want to get them in positions very quickly. Even under fire, my guys are still holding the line. And I think we're going to start opening fire very shortly. There you go. Now these guys use the Enfield 1861 or 63 Musketon, which is a muzzle-loading rifled musket that uses the Minié ball. So it is rifled, it is accurate. They have, in-game they have 125 meters of range. And it's muzzle-loaded, so it's gonna take a while to reload, obviously. So then I see that the enemy brings its cavalry around, so I take my battalion of cavalry and send it to counter their cavalry. Now their infantry is starting to move in position, so we're gonna see how that goes. Our troops keep firing on their, my cannons keep firing. I just love the cannons in this game. The Armstrong guns, the Parrot guns, they're just really well made. Once again, we just finished off that revolver cavalry, and here's my mistake. I didn't see this Shogun guard cavalry, which is actually pretty good. And as we were engaging the enemy line infantry, the enemy Shogunate infantry, they come charging in the back and rout instantly. So the first regiment right here is not looking too good. And at the same time, we have engaged with the enemy cavalry, and our saber cavalry should get rid of these guards and carbine fairly easily. So, however, the first regiment is under heavy stress right now. It's getting shot from all sides, and it's not looking too good. Also, most of the enemy troops are on their side too. The second regiment is holding it off. Heavy fire from artillery. But as you see, so that's when I bring up the reserve regiment, the 3rd regiment. I bring it up to take the place of the first one because I see that it cannot hold. Also, my cavalry won the fight, but it's heavily damaged. So now they're gonna help reinforce this one with the that's taking a lot of damage here. So the 1st regiment looks like it's pulling back. They're taking heavy losses. I see very close engagements here. Now, like I said, these rifles have 125 meters of range. That's when I decide to move up my guys even closer. And I just kind of suicide charge my cavalry, my battalion, the remainder of my cavalry inside of his troops, and knowing that the cavalry is pretty much lost anyways. And from here, the battle just kind of goes along its way. My cavalry get completely routed, but managed to pull out the 3rd regiment here, 3rd regiment of line infantry. I also love the effects. I think they're very nice. Now, like I said, I could have done this battle a lot better if, you know, I could have maneuvered my guys very quickly and do some crossfires on the enemies. I just wanted to do a normal line battle, so that's their general bodyguard, and he's about to go.
Your victory is close,
and there you go. The entire enemy force routes. And that's it. So now if we look at the post-battle screen, we can see what happens. Alright, so as you see, we deployed about 3,500, 3,600. We lost 1,300. The enemy deployed 2,500. They lost almost 2,000, so a lot more. So 600 more men than us, essentially. If we take a look at the unit statistics, and that's mostly due to the fact of the Armstrong guns. Like I was saying, these guys get insane amount of kills. And that's essentially what won me the fight, is the superior firepower. It doesn't really matter if your units, you know, they're better in melee or not. If you get the firepower in this period of history, it's pretty much over. So yeah, that was about it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.